Welcome back to Car Auto Tune-Up, where we break down the most thrilling machines on the road. Today, we've got something monstrous, an absolute powerhouse that's back to reclaim its throne in the muscle car world. This is the 2026 Dodge Demon, and trust me, it's every bit as mean as the name suggests. Buckle up, because this beast has returned with upgrades that push the envelope in raw performance, technology, and street presence. Let's dive into what makes the 2026 Demon not just a car, but an experience. Right off the bat, the exterior demands your attention. The front fascia is aggressive, sculpted, and unapologetically bold. Dodge has kept that menacing wide-body stance but refined the aerodynamics to squeeze out better performance and cooling. The hood scoop is even larger this time, feeding air into a newly refined supercharged HEMI V8. The LED headlights have been sharpened, with a more piercing, modern glow that still feels intimidating. The grille is slimmer, functional, and it screams muscle. Moving to the side, the Demon's proportions are all about attitude. This thing sits low, wide, and planted. The fender flares blend seamlessly into the bodywork, and the massive 18-inch lightweight wheels wrapped in street-legal drag radials are a clear message. This car is built for straight-line dominance. Carbon fiber side skirts and subtle aero enhancements improve high-speed stability, while making sure the Demon looks lethal even standing still. There's no unnecessary drama, just pure performance sculpted into every inch. From the rear, the Demon shows no signs of compromise. The quad exhaust setup sounds as wicked as it looks, and that wide rear diffuser isn't just for show, it's functional downforce. The LED taillights have been darkened slightly, creating a sleek contrast to the rest of the rear design. There's also a massive spoiler that's been tuned to generate more rear grip without adding unnecessary drag. The trunk badge proudly displays the Demon logo, now in a slightly more modernized form that still keeps its heritage alive. Step inside, and the cabin is a refined version of muscle car madness. This year's interior sees a big leap in both technology and driver-centric design. You're greeted by a flat-bottom steering wheel wrapped in Alcantara, with red stitching and paddle shifters that feel tactile and responsive. The instrument cluster is fully digital now, customizable, and packed with performance readouts from boost pressure to 0-60 times 2 G-force meters. Dodge hasn't lost its focus on the driver. Everything is angled and arranged to keep your eyes on the road or strip. The seats, high bolstered, race-inspired, and surprisingly comfortable for daily use. You've got options between leather, Alcantara, or even lightweight performance seats that strip out some of the bulk for track use. And yes, Dodge has thankfully brought back the single-seat option for true drag racing purists, but most trims will offer a 2- or 4-seat configuration, depending on how hardcore you want to go. Heated and ventilated options are also available if you're blending performance with comfort. The infotainment system has been upgraded to the latest Uconnect version, with a 12.3-inch touchscreen that's slick, responsive, and packed with features: Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, performance pages, launch control settings, real-time telemetry. It's all in there. Audio comes from an optional 19-speaker Harman Kardon system, but let's be honest, the Supercharger whine and V8 roar are the only sounds you need. Storage space isn't huge, but who's buying a Demon to go grocery shopping? Now, let's talk about what makes the 2026 Demon truly worthy of its name: performance. Under the hood is a supercharged 6.2-liter HEMI V8, upgraded with a new cooling system, stronger internals, and a retuned EQ. Dodge has pushed this engine to deliver a jaw-dropping 909 horsepower and 880 pound-feet of torque on high-octane fuel. That's right, 909 horses, making this the most powerful factory production muscle car on the planet. The 0-60 time? An insane 1.9 seconds when using launch control with the factory drag setup. Quarter mile? Dodge claims 8.91 seconds at 151 miles per hour under optimal conditions with the optional drag radial kit. That's deep into supercar territory, yet it's wrapped in a full production street-legal package, and yes, it's still rear-wheel drive. Dodge hasn't gone soft. This is a purist's machine. The transmission is a Beef 2-8-speed automatic with lightning-quick shifts and a dedicated drag mode that optimizes every single parameter for maximum grip and acceleration. The Demon also features a Transbrake 2.0 system, line lock, torque reserve, and adaptive dampers that can shift from street to strip settings with the push of a button. Even the suspension has been redesigned to help the front lift slightly during launches while keeping the rear planted. Braking performance has also been addressed. The Demon now comes with 6-piston Brembo brakes up front and 4-piston at the rear, gripping massive carbon ceramic rotors. These provide incredible stopping power even after repeated abuse on the track. Handling-wise, don't expect a canyon carver, but for a car designed around acceleration, the Demon remains shockingly composed in fast corners, thanks to its new adaptive suspension tuning and wider stance. Safety isn't forgotten either. You get adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane assist, and forward collision warning. These features can be toggled off in race modes to ensure there's no interference when you're focused on chasing a record time. It's the right balance of modern tech and old-school aggression. Pricing starts at around $105,000, which might sound steep, but for what you're getting, it's actually incredible value. When you consider the performance, the exclusivity, and the engineering packed into this machine, it competes with cars twice the price. Of course, there are trim options that push the price higher. Add in the drag pack, the carbon fiber weight reduction kit, or the single-seat configuration with racing harness, and you're looking at closer to $120,000 or more. But again, where else are you going to find a street-legal car running sub-9s from the factory? Dodge has made it clear. This is not just a continuation, it's a culmination. The Demon is back, louder, faster, and more unapologetic than ever before. It refuses to compromise and doesn't care about conforming. It's not hybrid, it's not electric, it's pure gasoline fury, and in today's automotive climate, that makes it even more special. If this is the last hurrah for internal combustion muscle cars, Dodge made sure it went out with the loudest bang possible. So, who's the 2026 Dodge Demon really for? It's for the purist, the thrill seeker, the straight-line junkie who lives for the rumble, the launch, and the adrenaline. It's for anyone who wants to own a piece of performance history that defies regulations and expectations. It's a car that makes no apologies and delivers nothing but raw, unfiltered power. That wraps up our full deep dive into the 2026 Dodge Demon. Let me know in the comments, would you drive this monster daily, or would it be your weekend drag strip warrior? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next review on Car Auto Tune-Up. We've got plenty more high-octane content coming your way.